Hi, it's Donna from All Stars Digital Marketing, and I've got something for you today that's more mindset based, very, very powerful, so stay tuned. This is something I got from listening to a Mike Dillard podcast where he had John Assaraf on, and they were talking about basically John Assaraf's story. So I know that a lot of the stuff that we teach here is actually actionable, but this is more important even than anything, because even if you have all the actionable tips and strategies and systems for how to use an online marketing, and you don't have the right mindset, then you're never going to get there. So this is extremely important. So John was basically telling his story to Mike Dillard, and it was the normal story of the 18-year-old who was either going to end up in jail or in the morgue. And then he was saying how his brother had organized for them to have lunch with this man, and they sat down, and the man basically asked him what his goals were, asked him what his long-term goals were. And it was the first time he'd ever hopped out of the present moment into the long-term moment and started thinking about what he wanted for the future. So here he was writing down his goals for 20 years, 30 years, and all of a sudden he's thinking about, nice cars and big houses and travel and all this stuff that he'd never conceptualized for himself before. That in itself, I'm sure, was like groundbreaking for him and opening up his mind. But what happened next changed his whole life. So basically the man looked at what John had written and he said to him, well, these are great goals, but I need to ask you a question. Are you interested in these goals, or are you committed? And John said to the man, well, what's the difference? And he said to him, if you're just interested, then you're going to come up with stories that you tell yourself on why you can't get there, and you're never going to get there. These goals will never become your reality. If you're committed, you will do whatever it takes. The how comes next, the commitment comes first, and then you will work out the how to get to these goals. And I thought, wow, that's amazing, because so many people, when I'm talking to them, even as they're telling you what they want, they're also telling you the reasons for why they can't get there. So they're interested in having what they want, but they're not committed. And that is the difference between the people who make it and the people who don't. The people who don't think it would be nice, think it's a nice ideal. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Maybe one day if I won the lotto. The people who make it, they just decide that it's going to happen, and they go out and do whatever they need to do to get there. They're willing to get out of their comfort zone. They're willing to keep pushing. They're willing to fall down and get back up again and keep going, even though the people on the sidelines are telling them it can't be done, even though their own family is telling them they're idiots and they should give up and get a job. They do not give up until they get there. And then when they get there, everybody starts asking them how they can get there too. You need to be committed. If you want to have a business of any kind, you need to be committed, because times are tough. You need to be committed to be continuously learning, to continuously working on your self-development, to be continuously putting yourself out there, and be to continuously learning through failure. That's not easy, and it's definitely not for everybody. But if you want the success that you think in your heart, if you've got those goals and you're committed to getting there, then you will do whatever you need to until you get there. Now, I'm not saying that everybody has to be committed and everybody has to have these amazing goals. Some people it's just not right for. Some people are quite happy having a job and coming home and sitting on the couch. And that's fantastic too. You're entitled to have whatever life you want. But let me tell you something. You get the life you deserve from the hard work and effort that you put in. You get what you deserve from the discomfort that you're willing to put up with. So don't think that just because you set a goal and then just because you want to think it into happening, that it's going to happen, because it's not. Having the goal is one thing. Getting there is another. And you've got to do whatever it takes to get there, and you've got to not give up. Okay, I hope that you got something out of this. Go check out Mike Dillard's podcast with that whole interview on John Assaraf. It's a really good one. Very, very inspiring. The man's amazing, and he has got a product called NeuroGym. So I think it's My NeuroGym is his product, where he actually teaches inner workings of the brain and exercises that you can do. So go check out myneurogym.com as well. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. If you liked this video, don't forget to like it. If you're new to YouTube, especially important, so that you can train YouTube to show you more of what you like. I will see you in the next video.